Hey coaches, welcome to day one of Not Your Basic Coach Basics. We are super excited to share with you the next 2 weeks all the goods you need to really just starting your very own business. So first off, congratulations. Congrats. Like you are a business owner, right? So the next 10 days, it's 10 days of training. You are going to get a lesson in, how to sign people up, what Shakeology is all about, how to make money, all of that, right? All of those little things that you're, trying to figure out as you navigate how to be a coach, how to share on social media, how to help people, like how to actually do this and not just be another Beachbody coach in this sea of Beachbody coaches. That is why this is called Not Your Basic Coach Basics, because we're going to give you the basics, going to give you the lowdown, we're going to give you all the information that you need to build your confidence and be an amazing coach. But really what we want you guys to take away from this is how you can use your story and your life and figuring out like why you're doing this and why you're going to show up to this every day and why you decided to be a coach, why you're deciding to run this business and take it to the next level and help all the people, right? Okay, so day one, I want to just really start. So I want you to go get a notebook, right? If you don't have a little notebook in front of you, grab one. Get a new journal or something that you can have be your Beachbody notebook. I still have my very first Beachbody notebook, and I love to look back at it because I think it's funny, all the little things I jotted down, things I didn't think I'd remember, and things that I was like, oh God, how am I going to know all this stuff? But guess what? In such a short amount of time, it's like second nature, where the things that I'm going to tell you about today, they're going to become like ingrained as a part of you as a coach, because it's like how you build your business and how you live your life, guys. It's not just about how to be the best Beachbody coach. It's about how you can take your life to the next level and be the best version of yourself and really learn how to put yourself out there for the greater good of helping others. That is what this is all about. That is what this training is going to be all about. And we're so excited to bring you awesome information every single day with call to action, something that you can take away and use and start, doing in that moment and that day, okay? So grab your pen and your paper, and you're ready for your first lesson? Here we go. All right. Today is all about the 4 vital behaviors, okay? You're going to hear this if you go into any trainings, if you see trainings on YouTube, if you go into your Coach Online office, which in a few days you're going to have like a whole tour. We're going to do a whole tour of the Coach Online office, a recorded tour, so you'll be able to check that out. But if you go into any of those trainings for new coaches, anything like that, you're going to see these things called the 4 vital behaviors. And you might be like, what the heck is this? But guys, this is the backbone of how you're going to really build your business. And if you do these 4 things, right, if you do these 4 things daily, you're going to rock your business. You're going to have success. 110%. If you do these 4 things every day, you will have success as a coach. When people do not have success as coaches, because they are not doing 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these things. Bottom line, this is the foundation, the building blocks of how you're going to build your business. And it's different for everybody, right? How everybody does each of these different things is different for everyone. You make them your own, but I promise you right now, if you do these 4 vital behaviors every day, you will have success as a coach, okay? Vital behavior number 1. Write this down. Invite, invite, invite. And invite, okay? Inviting is the first vital behavior. Now, you might think, oh my God, does that mean that I just need to go randomly message 30 people and ask them if they want to join my challenge group or ask them if they want to be a coach? Hell no. No, it is not just about that. You will get to that place. Heck yes. But inviting is so many different little things, right? So the first way that you can invite people is by inviting people into your life by being their friend. In person, interacting. Say you're at the supermarket and you're next to somebody in the checkout line and you start a conversation with them. Hey, I'm Taryn, it's nice to meet you. Whatever, right? Simple as that. Say it's on social media. You're going to add people to your network every single day. You're going to make friends with new people, because as coaches, we're not going to be hiding anymore, right? We're not going to be hiding, scared. No. As coaches, we're going to put ourselves out there, and we want to get to know as many people as we can and make as many new friends as we can, because we want to build those relationships and we want to get to know people, because that is how your team is built. That is how you find your tribe. That is how you help people. You have to get to know them and be friends with them. So you're inviting people into your life. You're inviting people to be your friend, right? Okay, another way that you're going to invite people is by showing up on social media. Now, social media is another topic we're going to dive well into next week in one of our trainings. We're going to go like a big training on that. You're going to hear from all of us when it comes to social media. And it's something really important. Like, you learn as you go with it. I mean, when I look back to when I first started coaching almost 4 years ago, I laugh at some of the posts that I make, but you learn as you go, right? And you start to share your story. So we'll get into that for sure. But inviting people in to know who you are, inviting people into your life, inviting people in to hear your story over and over and over again. That's how people relate to you and resonate with you. That is also inviting, right? By showing up every day and sharing yourself, you're inviting people into your life. And then, of course, the other obvious way, like I said before, you know, it might be scary, like, oh no, now I have to send messages to people and I have to talk to people and maybe call them or send emails or, you know, text messages asking them if they want to do this with me, right? Here's what you need to know. You're never going to send somebody a message and say, hey girl, want to join my challenge group? If it's somebody that you haven't talked to in 10 years. No way. If it's one of your best friends and you're like, oh my God, I'm doing this program. I feel awesome. I've lost weight. I'm healthier. These girls in our team are awesome. You got to do this with me? Absolutely. That's called your warm market, right? I don't really like to call it market. You know, they're people. They're your people. The people that are close to you in your life, your family, your good friends, like those are the people you can go to today right now and say, I love you too much to not ask you to do this. Come do this with me. Some will say yes, some will say no. Most of the time, no's mean not right now. But listen, like, you got to put yourself out there. Inviting is one of the most difficult things that we have to do as coaches because we got to get vulnerable, right? And we don't want to get our feelings hurt, right? We don't want somebody to say no to us. But it's okay because we love what we're doing so much and we believe in it so much that it's okay. We're going to put it out there to people because we believe in it. And that is all we can do as coaches, right? It's not up to us to make the decision in our head of who we can and can't invite. There's going to be times where you're like, oh no, I can't invite that person because I don't think they're going to say yes. Or, oh no, I can't invite that person because I don't want them to be mad at me and think I'm trying to sell them something. We can't make that decision. We can't make that decision for them because what if somebody didn't invite you? I think that all the time. Like, what if somebody didn't make that Facebook post that I saw that day, that I was able to say, yes, I want to do that. So think about that. Every time you feel nervous to send that invite, think about the fact that somebody had to invite you or somebody did something to make you reach out and say, I want to do this too. Okay? So inviting. And that is for a challenge group and it is also for the coaching opportunity. Now, guys, we're going to dive into all of this so much deeper as the next, 10 days go on. You're going to learn so much more about how to really invite somebody, how to take the steps, how to start conversations. We're going to give you all of that information. But bottom line is, vital behavior number 1 is inviting. Okay? Ready for number 2? Vital behavior number 2, be proof that the products work. And I'm going to take a little sip of my shake right here. Be proof the products work. When you show up every day and drink your shake, when you show up every single day and do your workout, and take a program and you follow that calendar, start to finish, and you follow the meal plan and you get results. That is being proof that the products work. You're showing up every single day and not just selling someone something that you're not even using yourself. It doesn't work. This business and being a coach is not about selling. It is about sharing what is working for you to help other people use the same products to work for them. It is not about sales. It is about sharing and that cycle of sharing and getting other people in who want to do this and share it with other people and on and on and on. Because I got to tell you, when you find something that works for you, of course you want to tell everybody about it. If you find the best pair of jeans, you want to tell everybody about it. But think about this. Would you ever go and say, oh my God, you have to go try this restaurant? I've never been there myself, but I've heard really good things about it, so you should go. You think anyone's going to trust you? No. They're going to be like, well, if you've never even gone, why are you telling me to go? It's the same thing with this. If you're not showing up every day and drinking your shake, and you're not showing up every day and doing your workout and following it and doing it start to finish and giving it everything you got, using those containers, following that meal plan, people aren't going to trust you. So know that being a coach, number one priority is taking care of yourself. Because when you take care of yourself and you show up for yourself every single day, you are building trust that other people can do the same thing. And they're going to know if she can do it, so can I. Okay? So be proof the products work and constantly share your journey. Now, we'll dive into more of this with social media. I'm not saying get up there and be like, this is the best workout, or I just drank my shake. You should too. It's not about that. It's about saying, why do you guzzle down chocolate every day? What is it doing for your life? It's about really digging into what all of this, the workouts, the community, the products, all of it, what is it doing to make your life better? And how do you know that you could help somebody else make their life better by doing the same exact thing? Okay? That is what being proof the products work is all about. Okay. Vital behavior number 3. This one is my favorite. Personal development. Now, I was one of those people that used to think the self-help section of a bookstore was for sad people. I thought it was for people who are sad and lonely and depressed and, people who got divorced or whatever. That's what I thought that was for. What I didn't realize, the self-help section of a bookstore, that's where the smart people are, guys. That's where the happier people are because they're working on themselves all the time. Now, I could sit here and give you a laundry list of all the books that I've read and all the ones that I love and all the ones I think you should read too. But the bottom line is the books that have worked for me might not be the books that work for you. Or the podcasts that I love might not be the best ones for you. So what you really need to do is sit down and take a minute and think, what are the areas in my life that I need to work on? Maybe it's time management. Maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's learning how to lead. Maybe it's self-worth. All of those different things, right? There are books for every single one of those topics. Maybe you really want to learn how to be a better parent. Maybe you want to hone in on making your marriage better and how it's 100% and building relationships and things like that. There are books for all of those things. So I really want you to think about, what are the areas in your life that you feel like you're struggling with right now? What do you feel like you need to set your soul on fire and lift your spirits and something that's going to help you feel lighter? That is what personal development is, guys. It's not about going and taking a book and being like, I'm going to read one book every single month and just taking all these books that everybody else is throwing at you and saying, no. You want to really hone in on where are the areas of your life that you need work. What do you need to develop? And there is always, always, always a place in our mindset, in our heart, in our life that we can greater develop and that we can strengthen. That's what personal development is. And it's not like, here you go, you need to sit down, you have to read 10 pages of this book every day. Some days you might read 30 pages of a book, another day you might just read 2. But you're going to see something in that book or you're going to hear something in that podcast that gives you that moment all right. Now here's the biggest thing with personal development. If you're reading the book and you're reading it and you're absorbing it and you're like, oh my God, this is awesome, this is amazing, but you're not changing anything about your life, then you're just reading the book. But if you're taking that and you see something and you read one page of a book and something sticks with you saying you can do this or how to change your morning routine or, anything that's resonating with you and you start to take action on it, that is personal development. When you start to take action on what it is that you're learning. If you hear somebody else say, in a book or a podcast, go one day without complaining and every day you're still just complaining, then you're not actually doing the work. You're not actually taking action on what you're learning. But if you hear somebody say, go 24 hours without complaining, and you're like, that's it. I'm going to go 24 hours without complaining, and you try and you do it, that is personal development, okay? So all of us, if you want us to, we can share all the different stuff that we love, podcasts, books, anything. Books on audio are great. If you have a commute to work, when you're cleaning, pop in earbuds and listen. You can filter personal development into your life any and all ways. Maybe you don't love to read. Maybe reading makes you tired. Maybe you don't have time to sit down and read. There's no excuses for it. There are all these things that you can listen to and absorb. But the biggest thing with personal development is taking action. And the most important thing is you must do this every single day. This is one of those things that is easily put on the back burner. And one of those things I got everything else on my list of things to do, done today. I don't have time for that. Make time for this. I promise you, if I hadn't done personal development to the extent that I have done over the last 3.5 years, I would not still be a coach. I wouldn't. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. Personal development has changed my life, along with this community, along with these amazing programs, along with this platform of Beachbody coaching. But personal development is a big, huge, ginormous one. You must do it and pick something that speaks to you. If you pick up a book and you are feeling bored and lackluster, you put that book down and you pick up a new one. Personal development should feed your soul. It should not feel like work. It should be something that you are excited to do every single day because it's going to make you a better version of you. Okay, you ready for vital behavior number 4? Here's the last one, guys. Recognition. Now, you might be sitting here thinking, recognition, who the heck am I supposed to recognize? I'm brand new at coaching. I don't even have anybody in a challenge group yet. I have no customers. I have no coaches on my team. Who am I supposed to recognize? You could recognize your upline coach. You could recognize somebody else that's in your challenge group. You could recognize yourself for doing amazing work. Recognition is about shouting people out who have done something to inspire you. And as you go and as you grow and as your team grows and you start to get challengers and you start to get coaches on your team, those are the people you're going to shout out because those are the people you're proud of to work with. And recognition, guys, how awesome does it feel? Has anyone ever shouted you out for something? Maybe you've lost a lot of weight. Maybe, when you signed up to be a coach, somebody shouted you out for that. Maybe you're just consistent. You show up every single day and somebody commended you for that. Feels really good to get recognized, doesn't it? Recognition is such a huge part of this because being a coach and being an entrepreneur and putting yourself out there and being vulnerable, it gets tough. So you need to have those things that are going to help build that confidence. And recognition is one of those things. It just feels good to have somebody else say something nice about you. And man, it feels so good to be that person that's saying something great for somebody else. So recognition is huge. Recognition in your challenge groups, in your team page, on social media. It is just an amazing thing to show the community that you're a part of. And that is such an important thing, guys, that you need to know right here and right now. You are your sole business owner, right? You are your own boss. There's no one that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do every single day. It's up to you to show up for that. But know that you are never, ever, ever alone as a coach. You have all of us. You have your coach that, your team that you're a part of. You have all of us together as a community. But bigger than that, part of Team Beachbody, you guys. It's flipping incredible. It is the most amazing community of people. They just want to be the best versions of themselves, and they want everyone else to do the same thing. And the greatest thing about it is it's not like it's a secretive thing. Like if somebody finds something that works for them, you better believe like the top coaches in this industry, they're going to sit down and they're going to say like, this is what I do. Guys, you could go search YouTube and, any question that you might have about what it is about Beachbody coaching, you're going to see somebody that's putting it out there saying, if I learned this and I can do it, then you can too. Everybody wants to see everyone else succeed. It's not that icky competitiveness, and it's not like that. It is a huge community of empowered people who just want more positivity, and you feed off of that. What you are now a part of is something flippin' awesome and truly, truly life-changing. So really just be proud of that. Be so proud that you said yes to this, that you decided that you wanted to see what coaching is going to do for your life and how you, by sharing your story, can help so many other people build the confidence to do it themselves. And it is just this amazing cycle of sharing. And once you get into it, and once you sign your first coach, and once you get your first challenger in a challenge group, and once you run your first group, guys, it is the most incredible feeling. I've run a group every single month since I started coaching, and I still get so excited every time somebody new signs up. And I still get that same excitement every time a new coach signs up because I now know that feeling of knowing like what's in front of them, and to know how much life has changed over the past 3.5 years, guys, mind blown. I'll share my story a little later in the group so you can kind of get a feel for all of us, and we'll all introduce ourselves and give a little synopsis of how we got to where we are and how we said yes to this. But we just really want you guys to know that this group is for you, to learn how you can share your story and be the best coach that you can be, but also know that you are not just a Beachbody coach. You are you. You are unique and powerful, amazing human being full of so much light and your story needs to be shared. And Beachbody is simply a platform that you're going to use to do that. And you're going to connect to so many people. And over the next 2 weeks, you are going to have to get out of that comfort zone. You're going to learn a lot, but don't get overwhelmed. Get excited, okay? You're going to learn a ton, but before you know it, all of this is going to feel like second nature. And if you really love this, you will be able to make the time to make this work for you. So get excited, guys, and just give thumbs up after you watch this video to know that you know what all the 4 vital behaviors are. And we'd love to hear a little bit from you too. So if you want to, underneath this post, underneath this video, share a little bit about you and how you got to be a coach, how long you've been coaching. Maybe you've been a discount coach for a little while. Maybe you're brand new. Just really getting to know each other, because we're one team, guys, Team Beachbody. So we help each other grow. So super excited. Can't wait to share with you more. And much love to you. Have a beautiful day.